Hello, I'm Marta, and today we're going to talk about something that is part of the self-love journey: surrender versus control. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to learn how to stay empowered, and this is the most important message for me that I am passing on to you. That's for me like number one top value: empowerment. So let's dive deep. Let's start with something that is very important. You cannot control other people. You need to learn that. The faster you learn and become aware of the fact that you cannot control other people, the more empowered you stay, the more alignment you will feel. You can only control yourself and your responses. This is your power. So if you notice yourself losing your power, using your control to control someone else, to control a situation, to control someone else's responses, bring yourself back to the center and ask yourself, how am I feeling? So basically, you cannot control someone else. Whatever people want to say, whatever people want to do, they have their own right to do it. So the best thing to stay empowered is to take a pause before you react. There is an exercise from performing arts, from theater, from acting field, that is very, very beneficial, and I mention this very often during my sessions. It's called The Bowl by Michael Chekhov. So basically, the bowl is like this item that helps to communicate. So when you speak, you hold the bowl, and then when you finish, you take a moment and you throw the bowl to the other person, and then the other person can start talking. So basically, there's always this space between person saying and another person responding. So there's not much reactivity. It becomes a much more conscious communication when you leave yourself space and a pause. And when there is a situation happening, when there is a conversation happening, to basically respond and not react, that is a space of empowerment. And I want you to start practicing that. Okay, let's go into the second one. Control is only healthy when it's about you, not other people. This is also another thing that is extremely important. When control is about other people, like, think about it. How far is that going to get you? Not so far, because you can only control your reactions, again, with your responses. So, well, it's better to respond than react, but reactivity is not a bad thing. I don't think it's always a bad thing. It's just very often perceived as an unconscious action. So conscious acting means that you're taking the space to respond. So healthy control is only when it's about you. And remember that it's very simple. Healthy control means I am controlling myself, not other people. Okay? Even when it comes to children, there is guidance, not control. There is a big difference between guidance and control. Guidance is like soft way of communicating, guiding this person by leaving them space to be themselves, to discover themselves, to explore themselves. When you control someone, it is limiting. It's not an unconditional love. It's not coming from a loving place. So it's basically like diminishing their energy. So I want you to think about it and remember that with children, there is always guidance recommended, not control. So guidance, once again, is an energy that is expansive, and control is an energy that is closed off. Okay. Now, illusionary sense of power is when you actually try to control a situation and you block yourself from experiencing the true value of this situation. So you may end up feeling lost, confused, miserable, unhappy for long or short periods of time. And this is extremely dangerous. This is an illusion that you can control a situation, and you really want to control it and think that it is possible, but it's not possible. We are not here to control any situation or anybody. Okay, so we are here to control ourselves and to learn the best we can a lot about ourselves and how we function, our body and mind. So teach yourself everything you need to gain this self-mastery level where you really are a master of your own mind and understand yourself deeply. This is attractive, this is beautiful, this is something that is empowering, this is true self-love journey. Okay, now talking about mastery, master the art of surrender. Okay, the art of surrender, and you'll see how much happier you can get, how much joyful, how much more joyful you can feel. And basically you'll learn that you're the artist of your own life, and you design your thoughts, you design your mind, you design your reality by consciously acting, by consciously changing the patterns that you don't like, or they don't serve you, or they don't leave you empowering, or they are maybe there since a childhood, since a school programming or society programming. So when you really practice the art of surrender, you start feeling better and better and better every single day. And it is from small things to big things. You start feeling like actually you have so much more control when you surrender than you can ever imagine. And last but not least, surrender is empowerment. So it's the opposite to control, which is fear-based. Control is fear-based. Surrender is more love-based. It's peaceful, it's happier, it's expansive. Because the universe will push you to expand. And whether you like it or not, the universe will make you expand, okay? Will test you. Will test you and your patience. So expansive energy, think about it. It's not a controlling energy. It is controlling, but only when it comes to you, okay? You control yourself, your reactions to what happens, your emotions. But it's not something that is contracted, okay? It is not something that is making you unhappy. It is an expansive energy. It is an energy of awareness, of consciousness, okay? So this is what you want to practice when it comes to surrender. The art of surrender is the opposite to control. Control is fear-based, okay? Surrender is love-based. Thank you so much for this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you in the next one. Blessings.